Teeth are the only exposed bones in the body, and just as if a bone breaks, it'll heal, teeth can heal. Teeth should not be deteriorating, and it's expensive business, dentistry, isn't it? But the healing of the tooth comes from the superfluids, so why aren't they healing?
Welcome back, I'm Barbara O'Neill. Imagine if caring for your teeth went beyond the drill and the filling, beyond just keeping them clean. What if I told you that your teeth are designed to be resilient, even capable of repairing themselves? Every day our teeth face relentless challenges from what we eat, drink, and even habits we don't think twice about. Traditional advice tells us that decay is inevitable, but what if I told you it doesn't have to be? What if your body has an untapped ability to restore and protect your teeth? For years I've guided people in unlocking the body's innate healing power, and teeth are no exception. By tapping into the biological brilliance of our teeth, activating the natural superfluids in our mouths, and making intentional choices, you can create an environment where your teeth can thrive and even reverse early decay. In this video, I'll take you through powerful, often overlooked ways to unlock your body's natural dental defenses. We'll uncover the keys to this natural restoration. No drills, no quick fixes, just harnessing the body's own healing wisdom. And stay with me until the very end, because I'll share an ancient technique involving oil that might just transform the way you think about oral health altogether.
Holistic Dental is a book written by Nadine Artemis. And Nadine Artemis, she presents some fascinating things. She looks pretty much at what I've looked at here, but she goes a little bit further with the teeth, which are the only exposed bone in our body, and they should not be deteriorating. And if they do have a little decay, they have the ability to heal themselves, as every other body tissue does. So why aren't they healing? Maybe they haven't been given the right times, or they have not been given the right conditions. And she calls these two superfluids. So what are your two superfluids? And these two superfluids are constantly bathing the teeth and nourishing the teeth. One is the internal. So the internal fluid would be your blood and your lymph. And remember what the lymph does, it sweeps away waste from the tissues. And remember what the blood does, it comes along with the nutrition, it comes along with the oxygen, it comes along with the water, the white blood cells. So this internal fluid is bathing from the inside. And your external fluid is your saliva.
Something you may not think much about, your saliva. It might seem like a simple fluid, but in truth, it's one of the most powerful protectors of your dental health. Saliva isn't just there to keep your mouth wet. It's constantly at work, coating and nourishing your teeth with essential minerals that actually help repair and strengthen them. Think of it like a built-in defense system, your own personal team of little repair workers, always active, filling tiny cracks and rebuilding weak spots in your enamel. Every time you drink water, your saliva becomes supersaturated with minerals that help strengthen your teeth. It's like giving your teeth a natural protective coating that fights against decay and damage. But for this natural process to be most effective, saliva needs the right conditions to work its magic. Now you might wonder, if teeth can heal, why aren't they always doing so? The answer lies in the conditions we create for them.
Now both the internal fluid and the external fluid, their quality is totally dependent on fresh air, sunshine, not taking anything in that will harm it, going to bed early, exercising every day, having a nourishing diet, having food that has the quality, the ingredients to build a healthy body, drinking adequate water. If you don't drink adequate water, that saliva does not have the ability to bathe, soothe, nourish and heal. And also trust in divine power. Why trust in divine power? Trust in divine power takes into consideration stress, takes into consideration the spiritual, emotional and mental aspects of disease. Stress inhibits healing. Stress, worry, anxiety interrupts with all body processes, and I think that's not a surprise to anyone. So we need to be sure that our internal and external fluids are of the top quality to allow our teeth to heal.
This is where our lifestyle comes in. Things like stress, dehydration, or a nutrient-poor diet can weaken saliva's impact. Think of saliva as the body's frontline defender, constantly working to protect and restore your teeth. But like any hard-working system, it requires the right support to stay effective. When deprived of essential nutrients or compromised by stress, saliva's power to shield and heal weakens. For example, when we're stressed, our bodies release hormones that can disrupt the balance of saliva, making it less effective at protecting and repairing our teeth. That's why it's not just what you eat or drink, but also how you manage stress that plays a role in dental health. So, to keep your saliva strong, make sure to stay hydrated, eat nutrient-rich foods, and find ways to manage stress, like deep breathing or short breaks throughout the day. Each of these steps gives your body the right resources to let saliva do what it's designed to do, heal and protect your teeth.
But something else this is causing teeth to deteriorate, and that is food caught between the teeth. As one dentist said, only floss the teeth that you want to keep. And I'm going to take your minds way, way back to another lecture where I talk about the true cause of disease. And remember I talked about whenever damage happens, our own microorganisms can change into bacteria and become the cleanup team. Well, when food is caught between the teeth, it basically starts to rot. So what happens then is what causes it to rot is in that moist environment, you've got so many microbes in your mouth, they're coming along to clean it up. And as the bacteria and the yeast start to break down that food between the teeth, they give off a waste, and that waste has the ability to start eating away at the enamel on the teeth. So make sure after every meal you rinse your mouth. Rinse your mouth very well. You can rinse it with seawater. You can rinse it with a mixture of sodium bicarbonate water and floss those teeth. Keep them clean. Wow, won't we save a fortune not having to go to the dentist because you're keeping your teeth clean, especially before you go to sleep at night, because by morning, wow, those microorganisms have had a party in there. And they've been able to have a lot of food in between those teeth, and they also have the ability to damage those the dentine that covers the teeth. So very important to rinse, very important to floss. In fact, both of these are even more important than cleaning with a toothbrush.
Speaking of oral habits, one of the simplest, most overlooked practices is rinsing after every meal. Sounds basic, but food trapped between teeth can be the start of decay. When that food sits, it starts to rot, and the bacteria that break it down release acids that damage enamel. As one dentist aptly said, only floss the teeth you want to keep.
Sugar is one of the worst. Because you know what sugar does? It just feeds all those little microbes that are breaking down the things that are caught between your teeth. So those sugary drinks are particularly damaging to the teeth.
Let's take a closer look at cavities. Most people think cavities come solely from eating too much sugar. And while sugar does play a role, it's really just part of a bigger picture. When we consume sugary foods or drinks, bacteria in our mouths feed on these sugars, producing acids as they go. These acids gradually wear down the enamel, the protective outer layer of our teeth. This process is known as demineralization. But here's the remarkable thing, your body has a natural way to fight back. Saliva, which is rich in minerals like calcium and phosphate, can help repair the enamel through a process called remineralization. Essentially, it acts like a natural healing agent for your teeth, replenishing the lost minerals and reinforcing the enamel. When this balance between demineralization and remineralization is maintained, your teeth remain strong and cavities are kept at bay. However, if the balance tips, if there's more acid breakdown than mineral replenishment, then cavities begin to form. This is why caring for your teeth isn't just about brushing and flossing. It's about supporting your body's natural defenses. By keeping your diet balanced, staying hydrated, and minimizing stress, you're creating the ideal environment for saliva to do its protective work, keeping your teeth resilient and cavity-free.
One of the best things to eat is an apple. Your teeth and your mouth need crunchy things. So with a refined diet today, there's hardly any crunch, have you noticed? But apples require you to crunch, and when you crunch, that is strengthening the teeth, it is strengthening the jaws, it is strengthening the gums. No wonder the old saying says an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So get used to crunchy things. Every day we should have salad. So at lunchtime we always have a salad. Celery is particularly good, and carrots at crunching in the mouth. Children love raw carrots. Cucumbers, all of those crunchy foods, they're strengthening the gums, strengthening the teeth, and they are also strengthening the jaws.
Equally essential is our diet, which plays a pivotal role in dental health. Including crunchy fruits and vegetables like apples, carrots, and cucumbers offers multiple benefits. The firm texture acts as a natural scrub for the teeth, gently clearing away food particles and plaque, while boosting saliva production to aid remineralization. This crunching action also stimulates the gums, enhancing blood flow and strengthening gum tissue, which is foundational for a stable and healthy smile. Foods rich in calcium, such as leafy greens and nuts, provide the critical nutrients for enamel repair. And for mineral direction, vitamin K2 from fermented vegetables ensures that calcium reaches your teeth where it's needed most. Aim for a few weekly salads loaded with crunchy vegetables to support both your gums and teeth naturally.
But also oil pull. What's oil pulling? So oil pulling is using coconut oil. It's putting the oil in your mouth and it's swishing. Swish, swish. You might swish for 10, rest for 10, swish for 10 seconds, rest for 10 seconds. It's called oil pulling because it can pull waste out of the tongue, it can pull waste out of the glands under the tongue, it can pull waste out of the blood vessels under the tongue, and then you release that oil out on the grass. Don't release it down the plug hole or you'll plug up your plumbing. And take some water with you and rinse again and release that out. So and I'm speaking about dental health here because teeth are part of the bones. Well, they are bones. So the same thing applies to the teeth as applies to all the bones in your body. Teeth should not be deteriorating, and it's expensive business, dentistry, isn't it? And remember, if you have a little bit of decay, then it's important that you rinse and floss after every meal, that you oil pull maybe a couple of times a day. Just be mindful that keeping that mouth clean will prevent tooth decay and also encourage tooth healing. But the healing of the tooth comes from the superfluids, the internal blood and lymph, and the external fluid.
To supercharge your oral care routine, consider oil pulling. Oil pulling is an ancient practice that has recently regained popularity for its impressive oral health benefits. This technique involves swishing a small amount of oil, often coconut oil, in your mouth for 10 seconds, preferably in the morning and before bed. But how does it work? As the oil moves through your teeth, it acts like a magnet, drawing out toxins, bacteria, and other impurities, not only from the surface of your mouth, but also from the blood vessels and glands located under the tongue. This practice goes deeper than a surface clean. It targets areas that brushing and flossing might miss, helping to create a thoroughly cleansed oral environment. Over time, the regular use of oil pulling, alongside daily flossing and rinsing, establishes a foundation for stronger, healthier teeth and gums. It also aids in reducing plaque buildup and inflammation in the gums, minimizing harmful bacteria before they can cause cavities or gum disease. Adding oil pulling to your routine twice daily can dramatically transform your oral health, creating a fresher mouth and a healthier environment for your teeth to thrive.
So when you look after your bones, you are also looking after your teeth.
Tooth health isn't just about daily cleaning. It's about crafting a lifestyle that allows your body's natural defenses to do their best work. By choosing whole, nutrient-dense foods, integrating oil pulling and regular flossing, and crunching on raw vegetables to stimulate your gums, you create the ideal conditions for lasting oral resilience. You'll be supporting not just your smile but your entire health, without depending on costly, invasive dental procedures. Embrace these practices and take charge of your dental wellness naturally, powerfully, and for the long term.
And again, their quality is totally dependent on the food you're eating, how much you're drinking, going to bed early, so all of these things.
Thank you for joining me today as we explore these insights. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more ways to support your health naturally.